You know Kubo very well. Kubo plays for the side of Real Sociedad. United is interested in Kubo, and at the same time, we've gone ahead to really get in facts about Real Sociedad, the team that Kubo plays for, interested into Mason Greenwood. Could it be a swap? And this story comes in through at a time where I've just gone ahead to get a story that Man United rejected a £40 million bid coming in from Getafe to sign Mason Greenwood on a permanent. Welcome to the United Matters channel. How are you guys and where you're watching us from? I go by the names of Rock and David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Reguilon, amid his limited playing time at Man United, has gone ahead and really had a lot to say to the fans of Man United, and he has gone ahead to talk about a look show. We thank God for the gift of life, the Muslims Barakallahu Fikum, and here we go to start it off in style here onto the United Matters channel. Now, let's obviously start it off from the Sun Sport, who went ahead and really confirmed to us that Manchester United are interested in Real Sociedad winger Takefusa Kubo as potential replacement for Anthony. Kubo has scored 6 and provided a further 3 assists in La Liga this season. Now, for Anthony, if it was all about the Glazers, you would know that it was hard for them to consider his departure at the club of Manchester United. But with a lot of uncertainty coming in through from the Sir Jim Ratcliffe team and side, there is no way you can come out and really rule out stories coming in through about players that we are really wanting to get rid of. But when you look at Kubo and his performances, I think he's a very good player, but I don't think that we should obviously go ahead and really replace him with Anthony. I think Anthony has started to obviously get where we want him to be, and it's a matter of him being consistent and obviously putting in the shift. If teams want Anthony, I don't think that it's the right time for us to sell him, because you just give him some more time, and it cannot happen in the January transfer window. But in the summer, you never know what Sir Jim Ratcliffe is going to decide, and the sporting director for the club of Manchester United, because everything concerning football operations is going to be in the hands of Sir Jim Ratcliffe. And Sir Jim Ratcliffe plus the Ineos group are really going to assess the squad of Man United and really make a dossier on the findings. Then a resolution will be come up with to see who comes in and who really leaves. And you never know that maybe they might be looking at Kubo as one of the players that are really doing great. He has gone ahead to score some good number of goals, and it looks like he's really a highly rated. Has been linked to Liverpool and to the side of Arsenal. So the other big factor that really puts this deal into consideration, it's all about the Asian side. You know, the reason as to why we wanted Kim Min-jae, apart from the footballing reasons, or why and therefores, was all about the market coming in from Asia. So Kubo is now one of the famous players that are really playing onto the European side, and he comes in from Japan. 22 years of age, he has a lot to offer to the beautiful game of football, and this is where everything comes into play, and United might be really wanting to bring him on. But as that story came in through, we also had a story coming in from Fichajes, and they told us that Real Sociedad are favourites to sign Man United and England forward Mason Greenwood. A permanent switch to loan side Getafe is unlikely because of the potential fee involved. So we all brought your story yesterday that Man United have gone ahead to reject a £40 million bid coming in from Getafe to sign Mason Greenwood on a permanent. And it continues to obviously be known to us that Real Sociedad, a team that has Kubo, is also interested in Mason Greenwood. Could there be a swap? It's really one of the hard thoughts, and it might be a far-fetched that United could swap Mason Greenwood for Kubo, because United has very many players by that playing to that position. Anthony, Amad Diallo, now Garnacho. You saw him against the side called Aston Villa, putting in a shift that everyone went ahead to really admit that it was really exquisite, and there is no way we are really getting in a player in that caliber, unless otherwise we are going to sell this guy on a high fee. That is it. And they'll be looking to obviously bring him in. But Real Sociedad doesn't have the amount of money that United wants for Greenwood, even if they have interest. But can they really pay close to 70-80 million pounds? I know by the end of this season, Greenwood is going to be costing 100 million pounds. That is it. And if United could be willing to make a sell for Mason Greenwood, they'll be willing to see to it that they sell him at that price. So I don't see Sociedad coming in through providing that amount of money, and a swap, to me, I don't find it possible. That is it. And for Real Sociedad, they cannot accept a swap because when they bought him on a permanent from Real Madrid, Madrid told them that they should come in through and really get Madrid a 20% sell on. So Kubo is one of those players that they can even sell 60 million pounds, meaning that Real Madrid will want like 12 million pounds of his sale. So it doesn't really make sense for them to make a swap, and I think it won't be really one of those deals that they want to make a swap for. They would want to buy Mason Greenwood and then see how they sell Kubo. And it looks like them targeting Mason Greenwood, it's sending a message to us that maybe other teams like Liverpool, Arsenal, and maybe Man United being talked about in this story are really interested in this guy, and they might not keep him in the summer, and they are trying to look for a replacement for this guy. So I don't find a swap, I don't find a swap of Mason Greenwood and Kubo, Takefusa Kubo, possible, because of the reason I'm going to hate to let you know. And United have also not going to hate to make a conclusive decision on whether they're going to sell Mason Greenwood or not, and all that lies in the hands of Sir Jim Ratcliffe and the Ineos Group, because they're the head of football operations at the club of Manchester United, and you wait and see how that really pans out. But Mason Greenwood, I think he's returning to action next week with Getafe as they really try to win more games into the La Liga, and they've been really one of the unbeaten sides for like in the last 6-7 games. And their recent game they played before they went into a Christmas break, they drew with Atletico Madrid 3-3. Antonio Griezmann came out and really hailed Mason Greenwood for obviously standing tall into that game, and obviously was the reason as to why they went ahead, known to see themselves really winning that game. Yet there were 2 goals up, and 2 more were scored to level the game at 1-1. So that is it about Mason Greenwood and Takefusa Kubo. You can tell me, who of the two would you like to keep at the club of Manchester United? Would you like to keep Mason Greenwood, or you would like to keep Kubo? But for my case, I've always told you, I want Mason Greenwood at the club of Manchester United, and I think he's better than Kubo. Very, very, very better than Kubo. Lastly, let's discuss a little bit about what Sergio Reguilon is going to have to say about Luke Shaw in an interview with Manchester United. Luke Shaw is one of the best fullbacks in England, and playing with him, especially when he plays centre-back. We talk a lot on the pitch, but also off the pitch, about tactics and other things. He's a pleasure. Now, all coming to us is really one of those important stories coming in from the guy himself, that is Sergio Reguilon. When he came in through, United had injuries. Luke Shaw, Bissaka, and who else was injured? Malacia. So United really went in for a loan for Sergio Reguilon, and was not going to have to play very many games for the club of Man United, and he had also been disturbed by some injuries. But as things stand, it looks like everything is really going on as to plan, as to Erik ten Hag, because he felt like they should just sign him until January, and January, Malacia and Luke Shaw are going to be back in action. So that really puts him out of the picture, and United might find themselves really loaning him, so taking him back to Tottenham Hotspur, because there was a clause that they are going to really get him back. Now, the beauty of this is that Spurs are really going to get his money, and Spurs are the biggest beneficiaries, because teams like Borussia Dortmund have gone ahead to really cast their eye onto Sergio Reguilon and what he offers on the field of play, and they're really interested in signing him, and they've made an inquiry, and I know Spurs are really willing to let him go as they also look for more money to get in more players that are really going to really take them to the next level where they really deserve to be. So your thoughts onto all these stories we're going to talk about are welcome in the comment section below. May the living to God bless you abundantly. Rokan David remains my name, and we sign out for now. Second video of the day, and we are still charged to bring you more and more and more. We out.